Okay guys, finally had to bite the bullet on this 528. This was a no start, would not start. If it would start, it'd be real doggy. Throwing check engine light for crankshaft sensor position A, but 3 different sensors, it still would not start. Okay, so I'm down to this after replacing it with 3 different sensors, the crankshaft and the camshaft with OEM sensors, taking off running cars. I knew that wasn't the problem. My scanner does do a ECU reflash or total clear, whatever you want to call it. Did that. That did nothing. So I just went and ripped it apart trying to get this harness out. So I got the harness out. This goes from the crank sensor, goes up to a temperature sensor, and it goes up here to the Vandal solenoids. It's Vandal solenoid and the fuel injector wiring. So anyway, just got it apart. This had crimp-ons in here. Had 2 things that were crimped together. Had 3 wires in one, 2 wires in another one. So I went and snipped those off. The wires were green, kind of corroded looking. I snipped those off. I went and put fresh crimp-ons, and as an extra precaution, I wrapped tape around it so I won't get it bunched up in the wrong way. So what you're going to look for, you want to check the harness out. I popped it out of the loom. I just snapped this back in. You're going to want to go ahead and take all these boots out here. Want to peel them back as far as you can. Look and make sure the wires are good. Make sure there's no oil in the loom. Went through and pulled as back as far as I could both ways. I could see all the wiring. Everything looks good. So there's no more splices up here, just the 2 down here. So where we're at right now, I'm going to go ahead and reassemble, and we're going to try it. Now this thing, I did find a couple issues. This is the hose from the idle air control IAC. You can see, oh, you can kind of see it's, there you go. Let me see here. There you go. You can see right there it's ripped. It was hanging open. I don't think that could cause a crank sensor code by any means. Also, the idle air control valve was stuck. Well, I don't know if it was totally stuck, but it's really dirty. I went ahead and cleaned that. I did that in a prior video. If you want to know how to do that, go ahead and look that video up. Guys, here we are. Finally got it back together. Starting to get dark outside. I'm trying to make this snappy. Everything's all plugged in on the harness. I already put the the idle air control valve back in. I cleaned it. I replaced the hose on it. So it was just cracked on the end. It was super petrified, man. It was just hard as steel. That's done. Throttle body's cleaned, put back on. Everything's plugged up. Leave the airbox sit on there. All this other nonsense should be fine. Let's go inside and try to start inside the car. Before, obviously, it wouldn't start. When it did, it was really dogging down and smoking black. Check engine light was on for the crank sensor. Obviously, it's still going to be on until we reset it. So we're going to go ahead and try to start it and see if it's even going to start first. What the hell? I don't know, man. It's just doing some really weird shit. It did start. They don't seem too rough. Obviously I don't have the airbox on it yet, but it seems to be better. Some of that hard start could be from the carburetor cleaner and crap to clean the cold start. It's still doggy, but let's go ahead and reset. Let's go ahead and reset this guy real quick. plastic will clear up. Okay, down to engine. This is not the BMW scanner. My BMW scanner is having some, like a loose connection situation. I haven't been using it unless I have to. So we know what the code is. Well, let's go ahead and read it for you guys. Stored, no stored, and it's going to be pending. So crankshaft position sensor A circuit, P0335, which is also code 53 on the BMW scanner. So let's go back out. Let's erase it because this was still from the last time. Yes. Okay, so let's go back up to read codes. Now it'll show in pending if it's still messed up. Oh, sweet, it's still doing it. That's awesome. Okay, so this car's had, like I was saying earlier, crank sensor, 3 different factory ones and 3 different running cars. Same with the cam sensor. That did not fix the problem. This car did this all at once. It ran fine. He turned it off at night, got up the next morning, and it was doing it. I've checked all the fuses. I have not checked the fuses in the passenger floorboard. There is a fuse, like a breaker box kind of deal down there. If the sunroof leaks, it gets that wet. It causes the radio seats not to work, windows not to work, but this car is not doing any of that. It seems like it's a little better, it seems like. That could be to do with cleaning the cold start valve. Let's go ahead and turn her off, try to start it one more time. I bet it won't start or it'll be real shitty. Off. Sounds like a freaking train wreck when it starts. You can tell that's all the way the floor and back up, and it smells so rich. So anyway, this is my hell today. I guess we're just gonna keep working on it, go back on it tomorrow. I'll keep you guys updated. And this is the E39 with the M52 engine. I've heard of people also having this on the M54 and M52 TU double vanos. However, this is the single vanos. Anyway, that's all for today's video, guys. Look me up on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, Nathan's DIY Garage. Thank you.